Hello, this is the Rook 44 here. Today we're going to be playing a game called Getting Over It. It's made by Bennett Foddy. As you can see, it's right here. I'm on my PC, obviously, because I got this off Steam for around like £4 or £6. As you can see, I've already started playing the game because I just want to test it. But for this purpose, you don't want to start a new game just for more entertainment. Now, I've heard this game is pretty hard. Ooh. Interesting intro. Man came out of Cauldron. Okay, we'll call him Gerald. Alright, come on then, Gerald, let's go on an adventure. For God's sake. Gerald. Spilt water all over the place. Okay, I think this is how the game works. I mean, I was playing it by myself. I've learnt some of the habits. The hardest bit I got to, which I just couldn't do, is the lamps. These lamp things. And they are so annoying. I haven't played this game in a week. So I'm quite struggling here. Oh, God's sake. I'm terrible. Bad thing about this game is you don't have any, like, when you run out of mouse space,
there's no feeling more intense than starting over. If you deleted your homework the day before it was due, as I have, or if you left your wallet at home and you have to go back after spending an hour in the commute. If you won some money at the casino and then put all your winnings on red but it came up black. If you got your best shirt dry cleaned before a wedding and then immediately dropped food on it. If you won an argument with a friend and then later discovered that they just returned to their original view. Starting over is harder than starting up. If you're not ready for that, like if you've already had a bad day, then what you're about to go through might be too much. Feel free to go away and come back. I'll be here.
Thank you, Mr.
Alright,
Invisible Guy.
thanks for coming with me on this trip. I'll understand if you have to take a break at any point. Just find a safe place to stop and quit the game. And don't worry, I'll save your progress, always. Even your mistakes. This game is a homage to a free game that came out in 2002, titled Sexy Hiking. The author of that game was Jazuo, a mysterious Czech designer who was known at the time as the father of B games. And B games are rough assemblages of found objects. Designers slap them together very quickly and freely, and they're often too rough and unfriendly to gain much of a following. They're built more for the joy of building them than as polished products.
You need an Invisible Guy speaking?
In a certain way, Sexy Hiking is the perfect embodiment of a B game. It's built almost entirely out of found and recycled parts, and it's one of the most unusual and unfriendly games of its time. In it, your task is simply to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer. And that act of climbing, in the digital world or in real life, has certain essential properties that give the game its flavor. No amount of forward progress is guaranteed. Some cliffs are too sheer or too slippery, and the player is constantly, unremittingly in danger of falling and losing everything. Anyway, when you start Sexy Hiking, you're standing next to this dead tree that blocks the way to the entire rest of the game. It might take you an hour to get over that tree, and a lot of people never got past it. You prod and you poke at it, exploring the limits of your reach and your strength, trying to find a way up and over. And there's a sense of truth in that lack of compromise. Most obstacles in video game worlds are fake. You can be completely confident in your ability to get through them once you have the correct method or the correct equipment or just by spending enough time. In that sense, every pixelated obstacle in Sexy Hiking is real.
Okay, he's finally done speaking. This Invisible Guy has finally stopped. Yeah, I've been struggling. I'm not doing very good. It's really hard. I keep on running out of mouse space. Like I said before, the guy, this Invisible Guy, rudely interrupted. Oh god. What I'll try to do slowly. Oh dear. Crap. Oh damn. Haha, that was amazing what I just did there. Oh, come on. Oh, I keep on rushing it, I think. I think that's... Oh, for God's
Oh, you just
sake.
lost a lot of progress. That's a deep frustration, a real punch in the gut.
God's sake. Come on. I might have to get a bigger desk. The mouse space on need for this game is ridiculous. Come on, Gerald. Come on, Gerald. Oh, no.
Oof, sorry about that.
Yes, that was a big oof.
Oh, it happened again. Keep on trying, don't let it get to you.
Not even get to me. I'm just rushing. What the hell is this? Okay. Come on.
This thing that we call failure is not the falling down, but the staying down. Mary Pickford.
Oh dear. Crap. Oh dear. From now on I'm gonna play it slowly. Okay. This is... This is
Get nasty over there, boy. Going down the road feeling bad. I'm going down the road feeling bad. Going down the road feeling bad, and I ain't going to be treated this way.
playing some sort of yodeling man. Struggling, I don't know how this is helping. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Play them blues up, boy, play.
For God's sake. Oh dear.
Down in the jail on my knees, down in jail on my knees, down in jail on my knees, and I ain't going to be treated this way. They feed me on cornbread and cheese, they feed me on cornbread and cheese, they feed me on cornbread and cheese, and I ain't going to be treated this way. Let's go to town, boys. Hey, buddy.
Did it! I did it! Guys, I did it! I deserve a subscriber. At least one.
$10 shoe fits my feet. A $10 shoe fits my feet.
Christ.
$10 shoe fits my feet, and I ain't going to be treated this way.
Oh dear.
Going where the weather suits my clothes. I'm going where the weather suits my clothes.
The obstacles in sexy hiking are unyielding, and that makes the game uniquely frustrating. But I'm not sure Jazzuo intended to make a frustrating game. The frustration is just essential to the act of climbing, and it's authentic to the process of building a game about climbing. A funny thing happened to me as I was building this mountain. I'd have an idea for a new obstacle, and I'd build it, test it, and it would usually turn out to be unreasonably hard. But I couldn't bring myself to make it easier. It already felt like my inability to get past the new obstacle was my fault as a player rather than as a builder. Imaginary mountains build themselves from our efforts to climb them, and it's our repeated attempts to reach the summit that turns those mountains into something real. When you're building a video game world, you're building with ideas. And that can be like working with quickset cement. You mold your ideas into a certain shape that can be played with, and in the process of playing with them, they begin to harden and set until they're immutable, like rock. And at that point, you can't change the world, not without breaking it into pieces and starting fresh with new ideas.
How do people do this? Is there any tactic to beat the lamps or something? I am seriously struggling. Christ. Is it because I'm going too fast or something? Like I'm worrying, so I go too fast. Oh god. Come on, please, please, please. Okay. Oh, this game is strange. Oh god. Why, game, please work. Please don't hurt me. Like, how are you meant to get up there? Oh, don't do this to me. The hell? It sounds like Falcon. Captain Falcon, Joey goes, huh! Falcon, put you sound like that? Christ. I can't do this, I might have to... I'm glad this isn't a playthrough. It's like, I wouldn't say it's hard, like, yeah, could you bother to spend about like 20 minutes on it trying to do it, then you'd probably like the game, but you don't want to spend 20 minutes on it then, like me, you just can't be bothered with it. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad game, I'm just saying it's really annoying. Like, anyone could do it properly. How are you supposed to do it? Oh no. Actually, of course. Like, how does the physics on this game work? Please, like, I need tips to beat this game. Like, oh, I understand how to do it now. Great. Here we go. Right. I can't do this. I'll leave this for another episode. Right, it depends. If I can get another 20 more subscribers, or one of you comments how I do it, because this is the most impossible game, it's harder than it looks, then I will carry on doing a playthrough. Anyway, that's the end
You've
of
done
the
this
video.
part before. You know it's...
goodbye.